a new form, a new type of line that we're going to be talking about. It's called slope-intercept form. But I just want you to see kind of the setup of this. There are in different functions, okay? And we've seen these before. You've seen graphs that look, you've seen graphs that look like these, right? What do you know about this?
Those are not linear.
What do we call it? It is linear. This is, the first one is linear, right? It's a straight line. That is the form that we're going to be talking about today, y equals mx plus b. Whereas something like this, what do you know about that one?
That's like V.
It's the v. It's got what? What are these?
Bracket. No.
Absolute value, right? That's an absolute value equation. What's this one?
U.
The U shape has what?
Power to 2.
The power, right? So y equals x squared, okay? So these are the parent functions. This is y equals mx plus b. That's what we're going to be talking about today. So whenever you see a straight line, this, that, it is that form, okay? Brooklyn.
Last year, our math teacher taught us someone.
No.
She forced it and she said one like when we said
Like the YMCA. I like it. Oh, you don't need to worry about that. We're going to do it right here. Okay. I like that. Plus B. We're going to, okay, that first part, guys, you don't need to worry about that first part. I just want you to see, like, we've done all of these before. This is where we're going to spend our focus now, is y equals mx plus b. But I'm going to give you that form in just a minute. You don't need to worry about writing all that down. Okay. So we are going to be talking about linear equations. And in order to be linear, variables cannot be raised to a power other than the power of 1, because power of 1 doesn't change anything, right? So if it's going to be linear, you cannot have something squared or something to the x power, okay? So if you look at these 4 equations that I gave you, which ones do you think are linear? Which ones are going to give you a straight line?
Last one, yeah.
Let's look at the first one. Is this going to be a straight line?
No.
Yes. Y equals 2x is a straight line. It's in that y equals mx plus b format. It's just there's nothing that you're adding to it. So it'd be plus 0, technically. Okay? Is this going to be a straight line? No, why not? It has a power. Okay? If it has a power, it is not a straight line. How about the third one?
Nope.
Why not? It also has a power, right? X is the power on that one, so that is nonlinear. How about the last one?
Yes.
That one is. That's the y equals mx plus b format. Okay? So with slope-intercept form, you are going to have what's called a y-intercept. Okay? And I want you to think about what that means, okay? Y meaning the y-axis, and an intercept is like an intersection, okay, where it hits the y-axis. So where a line hits the y-axis is called a y-intercept. So if you look at these two graphs, my red graph here, so this line has a y-intercept right here. It's where it hits the y-axis. What number would that be? 2. Your y-intercept is at 2. You could call it the point 02, but you can also just tell me 2. Okay, because what we're going to use it for, you only need the 2. Okay? Then look at the green line. What is your y-intercept there? -3. Okay, so you're going to have to find y-intercepts, and you're going to have to find slope. We've already found slope. What's the slope formula? y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, okay? So slopes and y-intercepts come into play in this form, and here is our form, slope-intercept form. The beautiful thing about it is it tells you exactly the things that you need, okay? You need a slope, and you need a y-intercept. The m, okay, this is the form, y equals mx plus b. Do you think the m is the slope or the y-intercept? It is the slope, okay? M is slope. The b is your y-intercept. So the other nice thing is it's in order for you. It's slope-intercept form. Slope comes first, then the y-intercept. Okay? Okay, so let's look at a couple equations. If I have the equation y equals 5x minus 2, can you tell me what my slope is for that line? It's 5, okay? This is my m, so that's 5. And now be careful on this one. Before you answer it, take a good look. What is your y-intercept? -2, okay? The formula says y equals mx plus b. So whatever b is, if it's -2, that means b is a -2, okay? So my y-intercept is -2 there. How about in b? How about in this equation? What's your slope? -1/2. And what's your y-intercept? 7. Good. Okay, are there any questions about how you find the slope or the y-intercept?
When we finish, what are we gonna do?
What are we gonna do?
Yeah, when we finish.
Well, that's what we have to see, because it just depends when we finish. Because I have 2 lessons for you today, but it just depends how things go. Here's a question for you. If I give you y equals -2 plus 3x, what's the slope? It's the 3, okay? Slope is always going to be with your x. So it's something times x. So even though it's in a different order, the 3 is your slope, which means the -2 is your y-intercept. Okay, so just pay attention to where that x falls, because that's what's going to tell you which one is your slope. All right? You with me on that? Okay. Example 2. It says, what is an equation of the line with a slope of -4/5 and a y-intercept of 7? So it's this last problem in reverse. I'm giving you this, and you need to make it that. So if I'm giving you a slope of -4/5 and a y-intercept of 7, what is your equation going to look like?
Y equals -4 over 5x plus 7.
Right, the slope times x, and then plus 7, because it's a positive 7, okay? So this would be your equation. Okay, so what if it looks like letter B here, a slope of 2 and a y-intercept of -3?
Y equals 2x minus 3.
Right, -3 because it's a -3. Now, I don't care, you can write it like this, 2x plus a -3, but I feel like that's just not as pretty. I would write it the other way, but totally up to you. I like this way better. But I won't mark you wrong for the other if that makes you see it better. Okay. Let's look at number 3 here. So if I give you 2 lines, let's look at the red line first. If I want you to write an equation for that line, what are the 2 things you need to know? Slope and y-intercept. Okay, so let's look at the red line. Which one of those is easier to find right now? The y-intercept, right? What is your y-intercept?
2. What?
-2, right? Where does it hit the y-axis? That's a good reminder, though. A lot of people think x-intercept. It's not where it hits this axis. It's not the horizontal axis. It's where does it hit the vertical axis, okay? So for the red line, our b, our y-intercept, is -2. And we need to find our m. We need to find our slope. So what you need to do with that is you need to find 2 points that fall on your graph. We're going to say this point and this point fall perfectly on our graph. Okay? What is the slope between those 2 points? 2 over 1, right? You're going up 2, rise, over run. So up 2 over 1 is 2 over 1, or you can just call that 2 is fine. Okay, so if we're trying to come up with the equation for that line, we have a slope, we have a y-intercept, we're going to put it into slope-intercept. What's that going to look like? Yes, y equals 2x minus 2. Does that make sense? Okay. So let's look at the green line. Why don't you try this one? I'm not going to talk you through it until you've given it a shot, and then we'll go through it together. So give it a go. See if you can come up with the equation for the green line. And I'll just tell you right now, because my graph is not perfect, use that point and this point. Okay, use those two as your points. Anyone think they have it? What'd you get? Y equals negative 3x plus 0. Anyone get something different? Casey. 3x plus 0. Anybody else get something different? Okay, what is your B? It's 0, right? Our y-intercept is 0. What is your M? Negative 3 over 1. Remember, you always start from the left and go to the right. So 1, 2, 3 down is negative 3 over 1. So negative 3 over 1, we can just call negative 3. Okay, so now let's think about this. When I write this out, y equals mx plus b, I would get y equals negative 3x plus 0. What happens when you add 0 to something? Does it change? No. So you can actually write this as y equals negative 3x and just ditch the plus 0. It's an implied plus 0 then. Does that make sense? I wouldn't mark you wrong if you told me plus 0, that's fine. But the simplest answer would be y equals negative 3x. Okay? Okay. Example 4 here. It says find the slope and y-intercept and put them into slope-intercept form in order to do that. So right now, you look at this problem and you might say my slope is 6 because it comes before the x, and my y-intercept is negative 4 because it's by itself, but you would be wrong, okay? You have to do this first. So it has to look like y equals mx plus b, and then you can tell me what slope and y-intercept are. So how would I get it to look like that?
Y equals 6x minus 4.
Add 4, right. So we want to get y by itself, right, which means we're going to add 4 to both sides. So we get y equals, this goes away, 6x plus 4. Now it's in slope-intercept, and now you can tell me your slope and your y-intercept. Carly, you with me? You gonna make it? Carly doesn't feel well. So your 6 here is what number? That's your slope, okay? So your slope is 6, which is one of the things they ask you for. What's your y-intercept? 4. Okay, and that's what they want. What? We just solved for y. You just want to get y by itself and move things away from y, and then you'll see what your 6 and your 4, what your slope and your y-intercept are. Okay. Okay, so let's do the same thing on this one. Y equals y plus 2/3 x equals 2. Is that in slope-intercept form right now? No, it has to be y equals, okay, every time. So how do I make this be y equals something? Subtract 2/3 x. Okay, and whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other side. So it is either, you may write it as y equals 2 minus 2/3 x. What's the other way we could write it so it looks a little more slope-intercepty?
Y equals 2/3 x. No, negative.
There you go. The negative has to stick with the 2/3, okay? So negative 2/3 x, plus or minus? Plus 2, because it's a positive 2. Okay, so both of these would be fine. That's not the answer, though. They want slope and intercept. What's your slope? Negative 2/3, okay? And your y-intercept? 2. So this is your answer. Okay? Any questions on that?